James Dolan is the principal owner of the New York Knicks and executive chairman of Madison Square Garden Sports Corp. He also oversees the New York Rangers and iconic venues like Madison Square Garden. Dolan's leadership is hands-on, often making him the face of major team decisions. His business roots trace back to his family's history with Cablevision, but it's his Knicks role that keeps him in the spotlight. The Knicks are one of the NBA's most valuable franchises, amplifying the impact of every move Dolan makes. His tenure has been marked by both bold investments and controversial decisions. Dolan's relationship with fans and media is often contentious, especially when it comes to coaching changes and player acquisitions. He's known for spending big to attract talent, but results have been inconsistent. The New York market is demanding, and Dolan has faced immense pressure to deliver success. His commitment to the team's financial health is clear, but his strategic choices are hotly debated. The firing of Tom Thibodeau is just the latest in a long line of headline-grabbing moves. Dolan's decisions shape the Knicks' direction and keep him at the center of NBA conversations. Understanding Dolan is essential to understanding the Knicks' fortunes. His leadership style is direct, sometimes divisive, but always influential. The passionate Knicks fan base expects results, and Dolan's every move is scrutinized. With each decision, he redefines the team's future. Once again, all eyes are on James Dolan and the New York Knicks. After years of disappointment, the Knicks finally found momentum in recent seasons. Under Tom Thibodeau, the team developed a tough, defensive identity that resonated with fans. Playoff appearances became more frequent, and Madison Square Garden buzzed with renewed energy. Key players stepped up, and smart acquisitions paid off. The Knicks were no longer an easy win. They fought hard every night. Thibodeau's system brought structure and consistency, earning praise from both players and analysts. The 23-24 season saw the Knicks secure a high playoff seed and national respect. The team's culture shifted, attracting attention from free agents and media alike. Fans, long frustrated, finally had hope and something to cheer for. The front office and coaching staff seemed aligned, fueling optimism for a deep playoff run. This resurgence made the Knicks relevant again in the NBA landscape. The contrast with previous years under Dolan was stark. The team's progress was tangible and expectations soared. The Knicks' success was a testament to a clear vision and hard work. The city believed in its team again. This made the decision to part ways with Thibodeau all the more shocking. The Knicks' future suddenly felt uncertain once more. The 25 playoffs showcased the Knicks' transformation under Thibodeau. They battled through the Eastern Conference, winning tough games and electrifying Madison Square Garden. Thibodeau's coaching, his rotations, adjustments, and defensive focus was widely credited for the team's success. The Knicks advanced further than most expected, proving they were more than just a regular season team. Key players thrived under pressure, and team chemistry was evident. Even injuries couldn't derail their playoff run. The city rallied behind the team, and Thibodeau's leadership seemed secure. Reports of a contract extension surfaced, signaling stability and faith in his methods. Players and fans alike supported Thibodeau, seeing him as the architect of the Knicks' resurgence. The playoff run changed perceptions of the franchise, establishing a new standard. Thibodeau brought accountability and a winning culture. The Knicks' identity was clear, tough, disciplined, and relentless. The future looked bright, with continuity on the horizon. The playoff success felt like validation for years of rebuilding. Thibodeau's position appeared unshakable. That's why Dolan's next move stunned the NBA world. The stage was set for a new, unexpected chapter. Stability vanished overnight when Dolan fired Thibodeau on June 3, 25. The move came just after a strong playoff run and rumors of a contract extension. Fans, players, and media were blindsided. Why fire a coach delivering results? The Knicks' brief statement offered no real answers, fueling speculation and confusion. The decision felt abrupt, counterintuitive, and out of sync with the team's upward trajectory. Instead of celebrating progress, the narrative shifted to uncertainty and turmoil. Dolan's reputation for unilateral, unpredictable decisions was reinforced. The firing overshadowed recent achievements and left the franchise in flux. Was it a clash of philosophies, a desire for a new direction, or just Dolan's impulse? Rumors swirled, but clarity was absent. The NBA world was left to wonder what really happened behind the scenes. Dolan's move put the Knicks back in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. The team's future was suddenly up in the air. Dolan's tenure is defined by bold, often controversial decisions. Coaching changes are frequent, even when the team is winning. He's quick to shake things up if results don't match his vision. The pursuit of star power has led to blockbuster trades and massive contracts. Yet, these moves haven't always brought sustained success. High turnover among coaches and players has created instability. Dolan's hands-on approach draws criticism for undermining basketball operations. He's had public disputes with players, media, and fans, fueling his unpredictable image. The Thibodeau firing fits a familiar pattern, surprising but not out of character. Dolan's impatience and interventionist style shape every major decision. The fan base remains divided, never sure what to expect next. Instability has become a hallmark of the Dolan era. For Knicks fans, bold moves are the norm, not the exception. Dolan's strategy often centers on chasing superstar talent, no matter the cost. The Knicks have made splashy trades and handed out huge contracts to attract big names. Sometimes these gambles generate excitement but don't deliver results. Injuries, chemistry issues, and the pressure of New York have derailed more than one star. The cycle of high expectations and disappointment is familiar to Knicks fans. Dolan's impatience for immediate success can undermine long-term growth. The Thibodeau firing may signal another pivot toward star-driven, win-now moves. Perhaps Dolan wants a coach better suited to lure and manage superstars. The emphasis on marquee names shapes the team's identity and decision-making. This approach keeps the Knicks in the headlines, but stability remains elusive. The gamble for glory continues, with Dolan always at the center. Thibodeau's firing sent shockwaves through the Knicks locker room and fan base. Players who thrived under his system now face uncertainty and a new coaching philosophy. Team morale and chemistry are at risk, just as momentum was building. Fans, finally hopeful, reacted with confusion and frustration. Social media erupted with debate. Was this bold leadership or reckless impatience? The goodwill from the playoff run evaporated overnight. The NBA community questioned the message this sent about job security and stability. Coaching candidates may now hesitate, wary of Dolan's quick trigger. The franchise's reputation, recently on the mend, took a hit. The front office must act fast to steady the ship and find a new coach. The offseason is clouded by uncertainty, with crucial decisions looming. The pressure is immense to justify Dolan's move and keep the team on track. The Knicks' progress hangs in the balance. Turbulence has returned to New York basketball. The next steps will define the team's direction. Dolan's gamble could easily backfire, undoing years of progress. Changing coaches after success risks disrupting team chemistry and alienating key players. Thibodeau's supporters in the locker room may reconsider their futures. Free agents might be wary of instability and unclear direction. The timing, right after a playoff run, puts immense pressure on the next coach. Any early struggles will draw comparisons to Thibodeau and fuel criticism. The margin for error is razor thin. Another misstep could set the franchise back. Dolan must find a coach who can win immediately and command respect. The decision could define the Knicks' next era, for better or worse. If the new coach succeeds, Dolan will be vindicated. If not, this firing will be remembered as a costly mistake. The energized fan base could quickly turn disillusioned. The risk of regression is real, and the stakes are higher than ever. The Knicks' future now hinges on the success of yet another leadership change. The pressure is on. Failure is not an option. Dolan's Dolan doctrine is all about bold, high-risk decisions in pursuit of a championship. The Thibodeau firing is the latest example, swift, controversial, and high stakes. Constant change breeds instability, but Dolan believes the rewards justify the risks. If a new coach and superstar deliver a title, past controversies will be forgotten. The future of the Knicks is now tied to Dolan's willingness to gamble. The next coaching hire, player reactions, and free agent moves will determine if this risk pays off. The pressure is on Dolan and his front office to prove this was the right call. The Knicks must now surpass what was achieved under Thibodeau. This is more than a coaching change. It's a statement of Dolan's control and vision. The NBA world is watching to see if this gamble leads to glory or regret. The stakes in New York have never been higher. Dolan has raised the bar, now he must deliver. The next chapter in Knicks history is about to be written.